This playthrough is rated T for teen.
Now it's time for something completely different. Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Dark Cloud 2. In the last episode, we continued through the underground channel, did a couple of levels here, and now we can go on to the next section. Now, if you're ever curious about, you know, like when you're going through the dungeon, you're like, wait a minute, what if I run out of resources and everything like that in the dungeon? Am I kind of screwed, or do I have to go through all the dungeons multiple times to get what I want? Well, no, actually. Well, I mean, you should, probably, for experience, maybe. But you can actually go back to the main area and talk to Donnie, and, well, you can actually ask him for a dig a scoop, which all that just means is about the scoop memo, or let yourself shop. So, yeah. You've been working hard, Max. No freebies, though. You know, even for you, Max. And, yeah, you can buy stuff at the store. I mean, it's nothing unique. Well, except for the treasure chest key. I think there's a couple places where you can buy those, but yeah, unlike the first game where you had to hope they dropped, here you can actually straight up buy them if you want to. Although in the first game when I played, I kind of got a little lucky, and treasure keys started dropping more frequently for me by the end of the game. I was just starting to sell them. Well, mainly because when you catch the Marta Gorion or whatever, you don't need treasure keys. But anyway, yeah, he sells bread, antidote drinks, repair powders, gun repair powders, and treasure keys. So, oh no, I don't want to do that. So. And if you finish the second level of the underground channel, which you're going to do anyway, a chest appears here, a fruit of Eden, just like in the previous game. Whoops, I always keep pressing start for some reason. Like the previous game, these fruits will increase your permanent HP. Fruit of Eden, unbelievably tasty fruit, increases your health limit. So yeah, we can use it on max. Let's go ahead and do that. And no, you can't spectrumize it. That'd be fun if you could, but no. Anyway, we got 8 HP for it. I think it's pretty standard that you get 8. There might be some variants. I don't remember there being anything major in this game when it comes to variables. I think they wanted to tone it down after what could possibly happen in the last game. So at least when I was play testing this, I always got 8 every time. So I don't know. Maybe it's just the randomness factor. I've already set the RNG on it or something like that. But anyway, let's go on to the next section here, and we'll change our current predicament when we do that. So let's head on to the channel pump room. Huh? There's no like little extra thing or anything like that? Just, that's interesting. Oh yeah, and the room you have to beat to get that chest up here is the Battle with Rats room. As soon as you finish that, it appears in the entrance. So anyway, let's go to the channel pump room. Yeah, weird how there's no like little how many things you have to kill and everything like that. It's not like this is going to be a special room or anything like that.
What's all this? Donnie, I've come into a big chamber. There are what look like tanks everywhere.
Ah, that'll be the pump room. The pumps in there are used to draw water from the lake on the outside. You're not far from the outside now.
Gotcha. Thanks, Donnie. I gotta keep going.
That's what I said. It's a big, huge elephant that's just popped up out of nowhere like a gosh darn jack-in-the-box. Jetsam, it's you. I mean Flotsam.
Flotsam?
And how are we today, Max? I'm quite proud of you for coming all this way through the sewers, you know. By the way, Max, I took the liberty of doing a little research on you.
Okay, that's a bit creepy.
For someone like you, living in a big house with no wants and needs, don't you think it would be a waste if you threw your life away fighting us? And how sad indeed would your dear sweet mother be?
What? What do you know about my mother?
What if I did know something? If you want to know more, give me that red stone. I've got plenty to tell you.
Well, no way. I'll find my mother myself. I don't need help from anyone like you.
Ah, you stinking brat! You will regret this, I guarantee. Take care of them, my darling Linda.
right, it's boss time against Linda. All right, you're gonna take a gun to the face, dude. Take this, and take this. Oh, yeah, it's a scripted fight. We can't do any damage, so just avoid her attacks. So, which is pretty easy. We just don't get right next to her. So, and there's nothing you can do. You can't power up your weapon to its max so to damage her at this point. It's just scripted. So, yeah. Oh well, that's just how it is. Even this game suffers from scripted attacks. So. Really, you probably shouldn't attack anyway, because it would just lower your weapon HP anyway, so.
It's no good. I'll never win like this.
Yeah, we need like an elephant gun. Like the guns that are specifically made for elephants because their hides are so tough. Yeah, that's why we couldn't hurt her.
Now then, Max, what will it be?
Ah! Uh-oh. Huh?
Who's there?
What? Max, you all right? It's me.
Hey, it's me. What? I mean, we're playing the pronoun game? Yes, it's Cedric. Yes, thanks, Cedric. What is he riding anyway?
Cedric, you finally completed the ride pod.
May I ask a stupid question?
Yep, I named it Steve. I'm still working out the bugs, but it's got plenty of punch.
Steve, really? That's the best you can come up? Not like Voltron or Megazord or Big O or Gundam or Mazen Kaiser or Giant Robo or Pacific Rim. I don't even know if that's the robot called in that series. I'm trying to remember all the big robots in fiction. I know there's a ton, but.
Well, did you learn your lesson or what?
Now that's what I call punching a pachyderm.
That's amazing, Cedric.
My sweet Linda couldn't compete with this one. Oh, we got an ornery son of a gun here. Come back for more, huh?
Making this rated T, are we?
Take that.
I love the little animation of he has to rotate his arm as well as rotating the arm for the creature as well, so.
Huh? What the?
Nah, it's a rusted or rust box, isn't it?
Well, what's wrong?
Actually, I didn't finish that energy backpack yet. I don't think she can handle any more fighting for now. Hop in, Max.
Get on, but it can't move.
Don't you worry about that. There's enough juice to get us back. Come on, get in. Running away, eh?
You know, you gave us plenty of time to like have a chat and get in the machine, so I think you're just as much to blame as us getting away at this point.
Linda, get them! Adios!
How do they in this fictional world?
They've run off! But poor sports!
How do they in this alternate reality know what Spanish is? I mean, adios is Spanish for goodbye, so yeah, whatever. Whew, got away from them just with the help of a ride pod called Steve. Sounds like a book or a TV show. I don't know, or an anime.
Morning, Sonny. Sleep well?
Yeah. Tell me, Cedric, why do you think those circus goons are after this pendant of mine?
Who knows, kid? But if what you overheard in that room at the circus is true, then Mayor Need definitely knows something. I'll talk to Need and see if I can get anything out of him. Just don't let that pendant fall into their hands, no matter what.
I know. I won't give this up.
Alrighty then. This thing here is the problem. We gotta finish this up and take care of that pesky elephant.
All you need is an energy pack, right?
Yep.
Well, Cedric, how about letting me handle that?
You telling me that you want to make the energy pack for Steve?
Yeah, I want to give it a try.
Alrighty then. The job's yours.
All right.
You know, inventing stuff is pretty tough work. I'll show you how, Sonny, so you listen carefully.
Okay.
Inventing something involves taking several ideas and combining them together to create something new. And ideas are, well, the building blocks for inventions. By combining the ideas inside your head, you can invent brand new stuff. Now here's some hints on making an energy pack for Steve. A milk can, pipes, and a belt.
Is it just me, or does his voice line there sound like he didn't say those lines together? I mean, obviously they split them up for the purposes of, you know, the subtitles and stuff like that, but it almost sounds like they weren't sounding congruent with each other. Like, they were said that way, and then maybe later on they were, maybe originally the idea was going to be different items or something like that. Like, this is what you need: a can, and pipe, and a belt.
Now this is where things get tricky, see?
I don't know why it just sounded like that to me.
Next, you gotta do some collecting. Here, use this camera. You can use it to capture stuff. First, press the square button to ready the camera.
Quit breaking the fourth wall, Cedric.
Then you can capture whatever you see in the viewfinder. Use the left analog stick to control the direction. And to take a picture, just press the square button again. Pretty simple, huh?
You got the thing. I mean, you got the camera equipped it from the item menu. Use it with the square button. When in dungeons, you can only use camera as an active item. That's similar to the first game, where you can only have like 3 items as active components. So it's the same with this game too. And obtained inside scoop memo.
Now you better go take some pictures. You need to look for a milk can, pipes, and a belt.
See, now that does sound like the same way he just said that. Anyway.
You should be able to find them all within a couple 100 feet of here. You ready, Max? You're on your own now.
Well, we are the main character, so we're always on our own.
Go get them.
Tiger? But anyway, yeah, now we have one of the more interesting aspects of Dark Cloud 2. So in the previous game, you got the georamas and whatever, and I keep pressing start. You got the georamas, and then you just, put the towns together and all this other stuff. In this game, you can actually make stuff with the help of inventions and stuff like that. So, and this will work for I don't want to spoil stuff in the future, but this will help for equipment and stuff like that as well. So what happens is you take pictures, and all of your pictures get put into an idea board like this. And you can only hold 30 ideas at once. And you can always take a picture of an idea later, though there are some pictures you definitely want to at least keep for a while until you actually make the idea. And I'll point out the ones you definitely need to keep, because they might be one-time things, or it'll be a really long time till you get them. Most stuff you can come back and get again. Like I said, I'll point out the ones you can get. So, and we also... so you go to the make menu to make stuff, by the way. And then let's see the idea scoop thing that they're talking about. Scoops. Oh, there's a lot of scoops, but we don't know what all the scoops are. Well, they're kind of like quests and stuff like that, where you get rewards and stuff like that. And there's a few I know of already, and there are some that can be permanently missed, so keep that in mind too. So you almost want to just take pictures of everything just to make sure you don't miss anything. But there's some obvious ones. Yeah, inside scoop memo. Paper with inside scoops written on it. But what we want to do is take the camera, device that lets you take photos, and equip it to our inventory here. So now that we've done that, we can press square and take pictures. And we can take pictures of a lot of stuff. Like, seriously, there's a ton of stuff we can take pictures of. I think in Palm Brinks alone, there's 81 things we can take pictures of. Yeah, it's insane, what you can take pictures of. Gotta try it on your own first, lad. I'll give you a hint if you get stuck, alright? Now get a move on. Now I know where the 3 first things are. Those are pretty easy, but let's see. There's a couple of things we can check right now. I think it's this, yeah. Max's idea search. From reading the book, Max gets a hunch that something can be invented using constructor, cloth, and ladder. So there are things over the course of the game that will tell you items you can put together for search ideas. Or if you already play the game, you can just put the search ideas just as long as you know what the items are. So that's nice, so you don't have to have read one of the search ideas that I just showed you to do that. Oh yeah, and here's one of my favorite songs in the game. Yeah, it's the Palm Brinks theme. Yeah, you can really tell the guy who wrote it eventually wrote Professor Layton. You can just feel his musical tone in this. But anyway, here's the pipes that we want for one of our inventions. Let's take that. Yeah, every time you click, if you click on something that can't be a picture, it'll tell you that's not an idea. So let me click here. Yeah, see, it just says Palm Brinks, and that's it. So now if we want to mess with the pictures, if we press triangle in this screen, we can go straight to the idea book, and we can enlarge photos to look at them. We can delete the photo if we don't want it in our inventory, because as you can see there, we can only hold 30 ideas at once. You can also tell the game to delete all pictures if you just don't care, or you can tell it to delete useless photos. So any photo that isn't an idea, which it's obvious that it's an idea because it'll show it when you picture it. But yeah, you can tell it to delete all useless pictures. Boom, takes care of that one, so we can throw it away. And as you can see there, the top right, there's a number of pictures taken, and there's a number of ideas and scoops, and your score and level. I think you get a point for every time you take so many pictures, and then if you get ideas and scoops, it can increase even further. It is possible to get to level 2 by this point with taking a ton of pictures. Right now, I'm just going to grab what we need currently, but I will show off as many pictures as I can get right now, but I don't remember every single one off the top of my head. But anyway, let's get the milk cans, which are right here. I think also in this game, there are a couple of places that you can get pictures from different things for the same thing. So like a box, there's multiple different boxes you can take to get pictures. So it doesn't have to be a very specific box, except for certain pictures I'll mention. But anyway, let's get the ideas first before we explore Palm Brinks officially. Now, another interesting thing about taking photos is that if you talk to specific individuals that have named like icons or are unique, they'll actually put a pose in front of you if you take a picture of them. So for this guy, he's Sheriff Blinkhorn, and he does the peace sign when you take a picture of him. But the one thing we want to take of him is his crotch. I mean, the belt. Yeah, see, we can get a picture of the belt. So we got the 3 ideas. Now, normally what you would do is you go into the make menu, invention, and put the 3 things that I just got together to get an invention. However, in this case, you want to go back to Cedric's house to tell him you got the pictures, because you get something if you do that. Because if you make the idea like already, you lose out on some free money. So let's get the free money, even though money's never really been the biggest problem in this game for me, but it's always nice to get it ahead of time. So let's talk to Cedric now that we got the pictures.
Looks like you got all the stuff together there, Sonny.
Sure did.
So now, go to the main menu and choose Make. From there, go to Invention mode and choose New Invention.
Thanks for explaining something I just told the viewers, folks. Cedric.
Then, just choose the pictures of the milk can, the pipes, and the belt, and you're on your way to inventing the energy pack.
All right. And we can also take a picture of Cedric if we want. So there's no point to doing that, but you know, I just like showing off all the unique pictures. So, all right, now that we've talked to him and he's told us how to do it, now we can do it, because we, like I said, we get something if we talk to him first when we get the pictures. So yeah, what we do is we just click on a picture, we make the seed of invention. The seed of invention! And then boom, once the 3 ideas, we can invent. Now, if the ideas don't work, it'll just, you know, just go, you know, or whatever, but this is what we want to do, so. You invented the energy pack.
Yeah, it works.
Who knew it was just that easy? All right, now that we've done that, let's talk to Cedric again.
Well, hot diggity. I do believe you did it, Max. That's my boy.
Well, I'm not your son, but okay.
Next, I'll tell you how to take the finished invention card and make the real thing. In order to make it, you're gonna need some materials.
Yeah, here we go, folks. This is why you don't want to sanctimize everything.
The materials you'll need to make the energy pack are 20 scraps of metal, 1 thick hide, and 2 hunks of copper. Now off with you. You can get all the materials you need at the item shop across the street there. Hurry now. Here, take this. It should be enough.
Yeah, you get some free money from Cedric if you actually take the pictures to him. If you just do the invention and then talk to him, he doesn't give you the money for some reason. So, best to just go back and follow it. So, yeah, unfortunately, let's see, I already sanctimized one of the... Oh, no, in the previous playthrough, because I had to reload, I didn't have the scraps of metal, but I have the cops of hunk of copper, and I've got the thick hide, so all I need is the 20 scraps, which you could have gotten in the dungeon, possibly, but you really would have had to grind to get the scraps of metal. You go out and place right in front of the pumpkin-sized item shop. You need 20 scraps of metal, 2 hunks of copper, and 1 thick hide. Get over there and buy them. All right. And I will show off the pictures, at least most of them. That might be next episode where I try to finish them off, because we do get a reward for taking a lot of pictures early, despite the fact that I can't invent everything. There's a lot of stuff we can take pictures of. We can't actually invent with them yet. So, yeah, there's the bakery, which we can actually take a picture of the baker. But like I said, I'll go over that later. But yeah, we want to go in the item shop here. And the pumpkin sign is also picturable. But like I said, I'll do that when we get to it. So, all right, let's talk to the shopkeep here. There's quite a few things in here we can take pictures of as well. But all right, let's buy the 20 hunks of 20 pieces of scrap metal. Yeah, we'll leave us with a couple hundred gilda free for ourselves, unless you already got some from drops, or if you want to go into the dungeon. He's got a few things here. You can buy gunpowder, which is other material, because everything in the game can be made with the ideas, but you also need materials to put them together. So this is why you don't, like I said, don't want to sell off stuff ahead of time, just in case you're not aware of what you need. So that's why I usually don't sanctimize a lot of items I get that aren't actual gems, unless it's I don't care. But yeah, you got gunpowder, dangerous stuff if you're not careful. Scrap metal doesn't look too promising, but maybe useful. See, hunk of copper, thick hide, antidote drink. Got a bomb, causes great damage for throwing an opponent, just like in the last game. Repair powder, gun repair powder. We got a monster notes, a notepad with detailed information about monsters. This tells you helps you with descriptions of monsters, as well as weaknesses and stuff like that. And then the cooking stove. Be careful you don't burn your fish when you cook. We'll buy one of those. We'll buy these eventually, just for completion's sake, despite me knowing everything about monsters. But anyway, yeah, I'll come back in here later to get more pictures. There's also a picture. Some pictures will also require specific times of the day. I keep doing that. As you can see there, it says day 1, and it has a time. And that goes as we move. And like in Dark Cloud 1, there are certain events that occur during the day or night. But in this case, a lot of times it's usually pictures and certain photo opportunities. So, all right, let's talk to Cedric now that we bought all the... we only had to buy the scrap metal, but still.
All right, I think this'll do just fine. Okay, now go back to the main menu and choose Make. Then select the Energy Pack Invention card. Just do that and you've got yourself an energy pack. Go ahead, give it a try, lad.
Well, I will give it a try. Maybe I don't want to make a ride pod energy pack. No, we have to, otherwise... Yeah, and the invention pack goes on here, so we have this card, energy pack, max first invention. Now the ride pod is all set. And it tells you what we need, so yep, we want to do that. Booyah, you made an energy pack. Yay! And it said 1, so you can make multiple energy packs if you wanted to, but we don't want to right now, so.
I've done it, Cedric.
Well, don't sound too happy.
Oh boy, I knew you had it in you.
Well, you are a mechanic, so we had to make use of the mechanic in this game. That's what I like about this game, just the idea of making items and, just Max's character being an inventor type. So it adds more to the game.
So, you think you understand the invention process now?
Yes.
From now on, you gotta use your own noggin, find your own building blocks, and make your own new stuff. Got it? There's still lots of building blocks hidden in this town, and I'm sure you'll find lots of new stuff wherever your travels take you.
And he's not wrong. In this town alone, we can make, let's see, 3, 4, 5, an alternate variation to the energy pack. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, and then the energy pack is 9. So we can make 9 stuff in town already, and there's a lot more stuff to make in the game. There's, like I said, I think this game is quite a bit bigger than the first Dark Cloud, if I recall. So
keep your eyes open, you hear?
Well, and have a guide, or play the game multiple times.
I will. I'm really gonna pull out all the stops next time.
Well, just don't take 20 episodes to take all the pictures of everything, though.
That's the spirit, Sonny. Now then, why don't we finish up with Steve?
That just doesn't sound impressive.
Okay, now Steve can handle longer battles. It's time to go get him, son.
You can use the ride pod by choosing it from the character on the main menu, or just to save time, press R3. So yeah, like I said, the game has other characters and stuff like that you can play as other than the two main characters, but the ride pod is like one of those extra characters, if that makes sense.
Max, when you think you're ready, just give me a holler.
And you can use Steve inside the dungeons. You don't always want to use him because of his mechanic, but it's definitely better to pull him out if you're having some trouble. Anything else, Cedric?
You all set?
Oh, hold on a second.
Hold on just a little longer.
Well, what have you been doing? Hurry up and get ready.
I want to save it first before we encounter, because I might mess up on this thing when we encounter Linda again. Well, just to give you a heads up, there is a missable scoop, but from Linda. So make sure to have a save spot ready to go. Whoops, I didn't mean to take a picture of Paul and Brinks. I meant to save on the memory card, so let's do that really quick. Usually I'd be pretty ready and gung-ho for, like, oh, I can just go in there just fine. But you never know, like, if I just make a mess up by accident, but I'm doing it, so. But I just wanted to get ahead of time. Oh yeah, there's other things you can take pictures of, not just in town too. You can take pictures of monsters. Not all monsters have something, though. Right now there's 2, I think.
You all set?
Yeah, I think there's 2 monsters well, actually technically 4 monsters, but the night shift and I think the balloon baron I think has something too, if I recall. All right, let's go.
Okay, let's go.
All right, time to saddle up and head out. This door leads to the underground waterway. You'll be heading out on your own, son. I'm gonna see if I can't get something out of Need.
Wait, why didn't you tell us about this earlier? We could have just gone back from the sewer at any time. Why didn't you tell us? No, you never asked, or only when it was funny.
Loud and clear.
Keep your guard up.
Leave it to me.
All right, Linda, who's up for round 2?
Now where? Huh? Right there!
I bet you were thrilled when you thought you were alone here.
Were you really waiting for me this whole time? Like, it could have been nighttime by the time I got here. Were you just sitting here for hours just going, the kid's got to come back here, right? It's the only path to the underground. Not that there's a million other ways to get over here. Just the game mechanic, right? Just watching, just sitting there waiting for you. Just like,
Too bad. So sad.
your dad.
Tear them to pieces, my little Linda.
All right, you pesky pachyderm, time for round 2. Oh, I just made that joke, so. All right. So, we can switch to Maximilian. Now, we want to do this because we want to take a picture of lovely little Linda, but we need her to do, we need her to do something very specific. We need her to rear up and attack us. Let's see if I, yeah, it's kind of hard to get her to do that specific attack. That's why I wanted to save it just in case. Nope, come on. We need her to rear up and slam down to get this picture of her. Whoops. I keep accidentally pressing the wrong button, so sorry about that. Come on. Nope, come on. It's a scoop that you have to do to get her to, like, raise. Otherwise, I'll just immediately wreck her as is. So I need her to get her. Maybe if I get her from the side when she'll rear up. No, come on. I know you can rear up. Oh, dang it! This is why I saved it, because I might mess up here. All right, let's see if we can try it again. So you get her to rear up. Come on, Linda. I know you can rear up. Come on. Oh, no, I didn't get it. I knew I was going to have to do this a few times to get her to... I've always never been very good at, like, getting these pictures to, Ah, no, man. Come on. I can do this. It's, by the way, this is missable. Like, we have to do this, otherwise I won't... Ah, I had it. Nope. Come on, one more time. Sorry, folks. I should have probably maybe did a bit more playtest with this just to make sure I was going to get it on the first or second try. There we go. Brave little Linda. Caught. That wasn't the best picture. All right, now time to wreck her. Like, we'll just absolutely destroy her, so... Take this. Look at that. Look at all that damage. Holy crap. Yeah, and this is the ride pod for you. It is very mobile. And this is not the only form of ride pod. No siree. Oh, boy. Yeah. Linda's weak to ride pod, by the way.
Take that!
And she's immune to everything else, so...
Oh, you little brat! I won't forget this!
The outside world. Right then, my heart was filled with expectation, wondering what kind of places I would find. I had no idea that the incredible adventure I was about to begin was beyond anything that I could have imagined.
You can use the ride pod with the ride pod command under character on the main menu. When you want to get off, choose Maximilian under character. You can get Cedric to refuel the ride pod for you. Yeah, the ride pod has a fuel issue, so that's why you don't use the ride pod all the time. So, and as the ride pod builds up experience, you can get Cedric to upgrade the ride pod core. So you do want to use the ride pod. It's just a balancing act, like anything, like with your weapons. The ride pod is its own thing. So the core capacity for equipping more parts will then increase. Yeah, we can get more parts for this guy. Raise the core's capacity and try to install in various ride parts to make your own unique ride pod. Well, I mean, there's pretty much a guaranteed best ride pod option here as well, so as you can see there. And this is the doorway out of here. But yeah, Max talks about finding the next his next big adventure. What awaits Max ahead? Will the ride pod just wreck all the enemies along our way? And how many more pictures can we get? Find out next time in the next episode of Dark Cloud 2. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Oh yeah, I gotta get off the ride pod. Boo!